Hello, Meritus. I think I need to turn off my mic over there. Okay, let's see if that's better. Okay, so I do not hear the echo any longer. Hello, everyone. This is Keshia H, and I have challenged myself for the next 30 days. Hello, Susanna. Hello, Muhammad. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate you. Thank you guys so much. Susanna, good morning. Muhammad, thank you so much for coming in. I'm great, thank you. Hi there, Jaden, Joshua. Joshua, how are you doing today? Oh, Muhammad, thank you so much. You're my big fan. Oh, wow. I'm just a simple person. So I have on my sunglasses here because it is kind of sunny out. I am going to stay out for a little while until the sun starts to bother me too much, and then I'll go in. Yes. Oh, thank you, Muhammad. You definitely, Green Pakistan Solar Charlie, you definitely have my support. Always. Always. So I do hope everybody is doing well. Thank you, Susanna. I am having fun with my garden this year. I have only shared bits and pieces of it in the past. Thank you, Muhammad. So I have only shared bits and pieces of my garden in the past with others. So this year I am sharing a lot more on my YouTube channel and with others. So what I have done, and so today I have started, I'm challenging myself because I would like to get monetized on YouTube. It was not something previously that I was interested in. But, you know, I've been putting forth more effort into the channel, into my garden. And so my challenge today was, how do I grow in my garden and on YouTube? And so that's what I want to do. And of course, I'll need you guys' help to do that. And so just my biggest two, and all of you, Jaden, thank you so much. Drell's Healing Garden and Journey, thank you. I appreciate you coming in. Grand Rising, great to see you all. You too, Drell. Bill, hello, good morning. As I was just saying that I have challenged myself. I actually challenged myself back in May. Hi, Muhammad Nasir. Challenged myself back in May to try to get monetized before my birthday. My birthday is in July, so it is literally 29 days from today to until my birthday. And so at that time, I would like to be monetized. And so how would I actually go about getting that? So I've already met the required 1,000 subscribers, thanks to all of you, which I appreciate each and every one of you. The growth has been phenomenal, and I was so excited for that because I have so many of you that return and come and support, so I appreciate that. But how would I go about getting the necessary watch hours? So as of today, the YouTube Studios is showing that I have about 568 hours. Okay, so full transparency here. So about 568 hours, which means that I need close to 3,500 hours. And so thank you, Susanna. So that means that I need about 35 hours every day of watch time. I think that's about right. So I am hoping that I can do that. I feel certain that I can do that. So if I come on and I spend a couple of hours and put out some content. Hello there, Thrifting Carolina. Good morning. Oh, that's a new channel. I don't recognize that name. I appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much. So I would like to ask each of you, to definitely support me as you always do. So I am planning to put out more content as part of my challenge for myself. Okay, Miss Mandy, I thought that was you. I wasn't sure. Okay, thank you. I like that name, and that is definitely suits you, Mandy. Thrifting Carolina. Okay, yes, and we still haven't planned that to do that. Like I said, I have more time on my hands here lately, so you let me know when you'd like to get together. You have my contact information. So that's my goal. One of my goals, right, is to get monetized. So that's the ultimate goal in this next 30 days. And in order to do that, I will be focusing a little bit on my garden because this does take 9 million views, Green Pakistan. Wow. Oh, absolutely. That's phenomenal. 100%. Congratulations, Mohammed. Okay, guys, Green Pakistan has stated here that he has reached 9 million views on his YouTube channel. I hope that's correct, Muhammad, what I'm saying and reading there. Hi there, Scott. Good morning. Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming in, Scott. Thank you. But that is huge, Muhammad. Your channel, I love the way you do your videos. You're so enthusiastic in presenting those trolleys and how your team puts together those things, and the fact that it is such a significant thing for the community, so that folks, thank you, Scott, so that folks can have that solar energy that they need to have electricity to run equipment and things like that. So that is huge. Muhammad, congratulations to you and your channel and your family and your team. So that's great. Again, some of the things that I'll be doing, my plan is to get monetized, and in order to do that, I will need to do more live streams. That was not my ultimate goal. I don't like doing live streams, but it is fun once I actually do it. But every time I try, and so that'll be something that I'll have to work on. Every time I try to go live, it literally takes me 2 hours to get set up. I cannot just pop on. So that means that in order for me to go live, I have to think about where I'm going to do my live stream and exactly how I'm going to do my live stream, and then psych myself up to do the live stream. And then I go about setting up the live stream, and then I have to think about the thumbnail picture. And then after taking the thumbnail picture, which I usually do about 10 before I choose one, and then the description and the title and those things. So this is going to be the title, maybe with just a few tweaks over the next 30 days for this ultimate challenge for myself. And so I will be focusing again on my garden specifically, and in that growth in the garden, and translating that back to me personally, from a personal growth perspective. And I hope everyone can hear me okay. But a personal growth perspective and my garden growth, my YouTube channel growth. So all of those things, of course, will tie in. Hello there, Pete. How are you? Thank you so much for coming in. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Everybody's saying hello. I always love that. So growing, the growth is all going to, ultimately, not ultimately, it all does completely tie into each other. So hi, a beautiful hi, Miss Jamia. Thank you so much for coming in. So the growth with my garden and my channel, my personal life, they all will tie in together. And in addition to that, and let's see. I don't even know how to see my what do you call it? I wrote some stuff down, but I didn't bring that out. But so I do have about 4 goals, and that is to post something on my YouTube channel every day, whether that be I wonder if my cell phone, it probably just died. One moment, let me check that. I had that as my second camera. One moment. I guess if I sit it directly in the sun, it will overheat. So that's not good. So second camera over there overheated, did not like the sun. And again, I am still learning. StreamYard, because I have typically only used StreamYard by myself, with me, myself, and I, and my inner thoughts. So I would have a few devices set up and would go live by myself out here in the garden, just trying to get myself psyched up and learning how to use the tools. So my cell phone overheated, so I always have my little fans out here with me. So I'm gonna put it here in front of the fan, and hopefully it'll cool off there. Um, yeah. So I have. Yes. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. My goals, inner thoughts, my inner roommates. I have several, Scott. And having been working from home since March of 2020, right? And for a while the kids were home with me, but then they went back to school, but I stayed home working, and I talked to myself a lot, or rather I talked out loud a lot. And those talks, no, not Bill, he's your cruise roommate. Oh yeah. Yeah, Bill is your cruise roommate. And I'm sure that Bill is a great roommate. I'm sure that he's a great roommate. Me and Jamia, we told him, he doesn't always have, well, we don't want to pick up the cost, but we'd be more than glad to share the cabin with him if he needs cruise partners, right? His bestie, little cousin over here. We would love to travel with you, Bill, when Scott's not able to do so and be a roommate. But Scott picked up his own tab, but me and Jamie, we don't want to do that. We like you paying. Okay, so yeah, we'll put that out there. So where was I? Second camera is cooling off, and my inner thoughts here. My inner thoughts here are definitely not part of the conversation. Where was I going? That was a squirrel moment. That was a squirrel moment. Yeah, so my goals, posting, yes, posting every day, whether that be a live stream, a video. Well, I said I wanted to do a live stream, go live every day for the next 30 days, right? Definitely for the next 29 days. My birthday is in July. So if you're watching this, whatever that may be, it's in July, but we're starting today. So 29 days from today will be my birthday. 30 days after today will be the day after my birthday, which will actually be Bill's birthday. So happy almost birthday, Bill. So posting every day, going live every day, posting a video and a short every day, as well as learning something new within YouTube and doing something new. And then with my garden, of course, I come out every day and doing something new in my garden. So like today, part of my plan was, and I actually, hi, okay, Jaden, what are you saying there? Are you talking about the 30 days that Coach Sherry is doing? No, I'm not. I don't think so. So I had Goga from Yoga with Goga. I'm a member on his channel, and back in May he had a channel. Hi there, Nettie and JT. Thank you so much for coming in. Good morning. So back in May he had a channel, a members only meeting, and he does that quarterly, I think. So in that meeting, he was asking us, what were our plans, our aspirations, what were things we were interested in doing? How could he help us, with our growth and with our aspirations as far as YouTube? So one of my things was I never did before, but over the last I'll say 7 months, seriously, over the last 7 months, I have said that yes, I do want to get monetized and have been thinking about it, especially after having reached the 1,000 subscribers. But my consistency is the issue, in that I have not been posting regularly, and things that I do post, I do not post much long form content, and I don't post shorts regularly. So I'm not consistent with those things that would promote that organic growth. And I have tons and tons of content because long before YouTube, I record everything. I take pictures, I do videos, I like to journal. So and Scott, thank you so much for yesterday with the redirect over to traveling with the traveling Gilberts. That I love Ronnie's travel journal. So I'm sorry, another squirrel moment there, but yes. So I've always journaled and done those things. So fast forward to today, YouTube is, just another transition of those things of sharing, and how I like to document my life and things that I do to hold on to memories. So that is something I want to do. So I need to be more consistent with doing that. So that is my one of my number one goals. Yeah, I love that, absolutely, Scott. And his enthusiasm for what he was doing and how he was doing it and all the detail, totally exciting. So, you guys, if you do not know the Traveling Gilberts, check them out. They're an awesome channel. First time in their channel with the premiere. Okay, there's a bug. It's flying. Okay. In their premiere yesterday with him premiering his first travel journal, and it was lovely. So I think he was on the Carnival Magic, and the journal was everything. I'm like, man, I keep all of that stuff, and just like him, I keep it in a folder, right? And it's like, but you have all. I have 4 folders now. Well, 5 folders now, because I actually have my 5th cruise that I'm getting ready to go on. So of course, the first thing in that journal, in that folder for that cruise, was the itinerary last June when Meet and I announced that cruise. that was the first thing. I went and started researching the itinerary, the ship, and everything. So that folder has already started to grow. Hello there, Arts Nails. Good morning. Thank you so much for coming in. So I do all of those things. So I'm going to be documenting things in the journal. I mean, not in the journal. Posting, vlogging, going live. Hi there, Jan and Grace. Gracia. Thank you so much for coming in. Good morning so much. I appreciate all of you. And I know, of course, I broke my mouse to my computer. So I'm using a mouse pad, and it is not my favorite because my fingertips stay dry. So yes, so where was I going? Oh yeah, so the garden. There's always something to do in the garden. Always something that I'm doing. Always something that needs to be done, and especially with the container plants. It is a challenge just to keep them watered and keep them looking alive, because the water retention, is not there as long as it would be as if they were in the ground. So there's always something to do, and there's always more that can be done. So the garden is definitely going to be part of my daily challenge. And so I was saying that, like, today, one of my things that I had hoped to do was to start trellising up my newest cucumber plants. And so they are getting good growth. I had done a live stream when I transplanted those out, and they are much bigger than they were from when I first transplanted those. And so they are making good growth. And I'll show you those in a bit when the other camera cools off. Let's see. So the garden, and I tell you what, let me see. And I hope me switching screens is not going to interrupt the screen. Hi there, Miss Edna. Good morning. Thank you so much. Welcome in. So I'm trying to find my goals, my things that I was talking about. I put it in the description, and then I didn't write it out. And let's see here. So I am live over there. So, but I do have my goals, and let's see. And my memory is much better than it used to be, but right this second, we're having squirrel moments, and nobody is inside my head talking right now, reminding me of everything that I wrote down. So, that's not good. Okay, so let's see. I'm not gonna go live over there. I'm just wanting to, okay. So what were those goals? Okay, so the first goal, over the next 30 days. So that was what, how it's going to grow in my garden and how I'm going to grow in my YouTube channel over the next 30 days. So to do a live stream on YouTube daily, okay? And 2, to post a video and or short on YouTube daily, okay? So those are the number 1 and number 2 goals that I have over the next 30 days, starting today, which, I'm not going to say the day, but, it's here in June 2024. So those watching, hashtag replay now and in the future, however, it was 30 days. So, and then number 3, make at least one improvement or change in my patio garden each day. And there's always something to do in the garden, in my patio space. So that should not be a challenge at all, but hopefully making that into a daily video or short and live stream. That is the challenge that I will have, because again, that consistency in promoting my YouTube channel. Hi, Chris Bolero. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you. Let's see. So, and what was my number four? Number four, um, of course, I'll also be doing other things besides gardening during this time. So I do have my daily exercise that I try to incorporate, whether that be walking or going to the gym or even both, or going to the pool at the gym. So some form of exercising. I'll also be preparing for my upcoming birthday vacation for here in 2024, which is also part of my first group cruise, part of my first YouTube content creators meet up. So many things over the next 30 days that will be happening, and I'm excited about all of it. And of course, being a mom and a wife, which may or may not make it into the vlogs, but that is part of what I do. So there will be little bits and pieces, whether it just be something that I'm verbally sharing or actually commenting on those things. Hi there, Carol, the girl manager. Welcome in. Thank you so much for coming. So that is how I plan to grow. And this is specifically over the next 30 days. But I do hope that me challenging myself this over this period of time will help me gain that consistency, help me to what is the word? Help me to just, embrace, help me to embrace this part of this journey, this YouTube journey, this personal growth journey, because there have been such a lot of things changing. Hi, Tom and TV, welcome in. Thank you so much for coming. So those are my goals, and those are the things that I have planned. Let's see. And of course, number 5, always to acknowledge each blessing that the new day brings and give thanks for them. So my daily affirmations will be incorporated into everything. And for those of you that have watched my videos, hi, Six Bows is back. Good morning. Thank you so much for coming. I was over last night at Proud Mixed Child, and he was talking about you. He raves about you, and you how well you do with your family and your channel and your consistency. So yeah, good to see you here with me today. Thank you so much. So those are the things that I plan to do. And of course, any of you that's seen any of my videos and my shorts and things, I am always trying to incorporate my daily affirmations. And I use the I Am app primarily for my daily affirmations, but there are tons of apps, and I have quote books and emails and other people, other channels and things that I get information from. Of course, I also, will add in my own personal created affirmations. So that is really helpful because, what you think, what you say, can definitely become part and be spoken and thought into existence. I personally believe that. So I do like to make sure that I incorporate that into my daily. The manifestation of things that you want in life. I know that there is sometimes, not sometimes, but there is conflict, within religion and spiritual manifestation and things like that. But this is not the space for that. But I did just bring that up in case anyone does have thoughts on that. Each of us is welcome to our own opinions and thoughts, and my channel, my thoughts, my opinions. So hopefully that will not be an issue for anyone. So let's see. yeah, so that was those things. And so today I'm getting started, right, with my daily with my growth. And so I have already started day one, right, of my 30-day challenge. And so I know that Jaden had asked the question initially, asking if I was participating in this, and I assume, I'm not sure who Sherry is. I'm not sure if that's Sherry Destination Fun Jaden was speaking of. I can't remember. I was looking for his comment that was, I guess, way up. um, but I know that Sherry has mentioned something, and I saw that Miss Betty had mentioned something. But yesterday, or earlier this week, I did go live. It's Coach Sherry. Okay, I'm not sure that I know Coach Sherry. Then, hi there, Wellness with Frugal Mama. Welcome in. Good morning. Yeah, I'm not sure that I know Coach Sherry. Jaden, thank you. Oh, Scratch and Pete said that is Coach Sherry. Yeah, I'm not sure that I know her. So I will maybe try to find her and check her out. But I know that others have mentioned challenges regarding YouTube and supporting people and one another and themselves in the different things that we have going on. And so I do hope that my own personal challenge is something that I can stick to, something that will be of inspiration or motivation to someone else. And I do hope that the thing that will be most critical to my YouTube channel growth is the support of, my viewers, my friends and supporters. So I do hope that each of you will help me with that, because again, part of that growth on YouTube is part of that monetization. And good morning, Virginia Bushcrafter. Welcome in. Okay, I appreciate you dropping in for support, but headed out. Stay safe, everyone. Yes, and you too. Whatever the day brings for you, I hope it is wonderful and you stay safe as well and hydrated. Stay hydrated. It's warm out here in most of the country in the US, and I think most of us that are here. Hi there, Miss Tanya. Event yours. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Um, so yeah, so needing the support of everyone is going to be critical to my YouTube channel growth. Because if over the next 30 days I am looking to get monetized, I need about 3,500 hours, right? Uh-oh, my camera just came back on. Let's see if I can set it back up for now. Yeah, I had it just over focused on the garden. Maybe I'll bring it down like that. So my fan is blowing on it. So maybe that won't present too much of a problem for it. Yeah, hopefully it won't present too much of a problem. Okay, everybody saying hello and good morning, greeting one another. Okay, so and have a great day, Virginia Bushcrafter. So if I'm gonna go, if I hope to get the about 3,500 hours that I need, one, hi there, dear Ann. It's Ann Moore. Good morning. I tell you what, I did get a few hours of sleep, and I know it's the middle of your day there, but I did go to sleep after I logged off at 1 o'clock this morning. So, yes, so I will need about 3,500 hours between now and the end of this 30-day period. And so over that 30-day period, I am also losing hours. So that's why I'm saying a flat 3,500, because I am losing hours over that time, because my first video did do rather well that I placed out on YouTube. So of that 3,500 hours, if I divide that by 30, oh, that means I need 116 hours a day. Whoa, girl. 116 plus hours a day of watch time. Do you guys think you guys can do that? You think I can get 100? Was it 113? My goodness, that was a big number. Let me do it again. 3,500 divided by 30. That's 116.67 hours of watch time that I need on a daily basis over the next 30 days. So from today through the next 30 days, that is what I would need. Whoa, girl. Okay, Scott. You are definitely the planner and you put things together so well. And, I don't have a lot of things that are scheduled in my life other than my family time. So, I try not to do too much in the evening. And then in the mornings, if the family is sleeping or working or whatever, I can do that. So we can definitely plan something, Scott, or anyone else that would like to do that as well for collaborations, because I know collaborations are great. Totally possible. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah, Scott, it's so true for all of us, right? So, and so I might not be getting that much a day, but I'm losing hours, but still going up 50 to 110 hours a day. So back 6 months ago, I was about to give up. I'm so glad you didn't, Scott. I mean, you're listen, my personality. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Jaden. I think it's possible, but it's me. Because I would much rather just be, curled up on my couch, with a couple of, thank you, Susanna. You are always here and always supportive. And I will say, Susanna Morgan, Proud Single Mom, is, if not my biggest supporter, maybe my second. Okay. Between her and Meredith's vlogs, they are my two biggest supporters. They have consistently been here with me and support me, share out everything that I post and create and watch with, multiple channels. I appreciate both of those ladies. They are fabulous. Meredith has given me great advice. I've gone in her live stream sometimes, and it's just been like the two of us. But she gives such great. She gave me great tips, and she was like, "Just do something every day. Post something every day, and let it, be consistent in what you're doing." Okay, so yeah, so Scott is saying here, I think maybe someday vlogs with Keshia. Show us the day in a life. Oh, I love to see that. The good, the bad, the gardening, shopping, etc. Yeah, I'm so boring, Scott, because yeah, I am so boring. The day in my life, because there are times that my car does not even move. I can go 2 or 3 days without even leaving my house. And like literally like my shopping, whether it be grocery or clothes or whatever, is done from the comfort of that couch. Yeah, because there are plenty of days that I do not even leave my house. I am not a social butterfly. Um, Me and my friends in my head, my little chipmunks, they've already been out this morning wondering what the heck I'm doing out here this time of day, because I'm normally not out here. I'll come out early, about 7:30, 8 o'clock, do my little watering, picking up. And so they were out here playing. It's two of them. And they saw me and they're like, what are you doing? I mean, like literally just stopped dead looking at me like, what are you doing here? Is that really her? So they've gone away, but I know they sneak around and I can sometimes catch glimpses of them out of the corner of my eye. Um, but they are around here. So Scott, what else are you seeing here, dear? You might think that, me too. When I used to have 3 days off, I wouldn't leave. Yeah, Scott, you have a lot of personality too. But you know what, Scott, though, I can believe you, because even in the vlogs, looking at you from the camera lens of the other vloggers around you, I was like, what's wrong with Scott? Why is he so quiet? But then in your vlogs of those same periods, you were expressive, that we didn't see on other people's camera, because, you were giving them their time and their respect and their vlogs and stuff. So I get that. So we all have, the sun went behind the trees for a second there. Have my towel and definitely take some of the shine off. Look, guys, I put on makeup a little bit. Put on some eyeliner, mascara, a little lip tint. But I am, Scott. That is part. Yes, yes. So I will be. I have tons of things to post. Hi, Sue. Thank you. Welcome in. Thank you for coming. You are the. I am the true. So yes, I am going on a cruise next month. So that is also going to help with my 30-day challenge. That over the next 30-day period, that will be something that I will be incorporating into my YouTube life. So the packing. Well, okay. How about this? The unpacking of the shopping that I've been doing for the last year. I am awful about buying stuff and not opening it up. Yeah, I have to stop that since I don't have a job anymore. And so, yeah, so going on a cruise, I'm excited about that. We'll be meeting tons and tons of wonderful people. Let's see here. I'm looking at the chat. Oh, Scott, you're doing scratchers too? Yeah, I'm not much of a gambler. My husband, I think he sells those at his store. I've never bought any. Have I ever? I don't think I've ever bought any from his store. I think the last time I might have bought a scratch off was before it was legal in North Carolina. We would go up to Virginia to the border stores between North Carolina and Virginia, or at Virginia borderline, and buy scratch offs and play their lottery. But I don't think I've done it since it's been legal here in North Carolina. And that's been, I know, at least a decade now, and I have not done it. But some people do it every single day, multiple times a day. And oh, Chris Blair, you have a lucky coin too. It doesn't work. Oh, sorry. I think this gentleman gave me some coins on one of my cruises last year. They were little shamrock coins to use. Well, he was passing them out in the casino on the cruise. And I think I was in there participating in a slot pool. So I paid $5 to join in on a slot pool. Not $5, $20 to join in on a slot pool. And we ended up getting back $25. So that was a $5 win. And I gave all of it to the what do you call it? The young lady that that hosted and coordinated that. So let's see. So I am going to be doing things, and I typically don't garden this time of day because the sun is usually high and I do not like being hot. Like right now, I have 3 fans blowing. One of them, which is kind of enjoying, hi there, Eerie Frog, welcome in. Thank you for coming. Miss Mandy was here a little bit ago. But yeah, my cell phone is in front of one of the fans down here low. So with my gardening, there are several things that I need to do. So I did want to pick some of my green beans. Okay, so I am going to do that, and you guys will actually be able to see me do that. So what I will do, I am going to stop sharing my camera with me on it and just have the garden cam, right? Yeah. So we'll take the garden cam, and yeah, so the green beans are over there, right? So I'm going to get my garden clipper things and something to put those in to pick some green beans. Because I don't want the critters to get them. I don't want the critters to get the green beans and enjoy them before I finish them. So I will bring you guys, hopefully everybody's still on, and I'll bring you guys over here with me. I'm going to go get guys a screen for just a bit so that, yeah, okay, so that's still showing. Hey, baby, I'm on live stream. Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, I just ain't saying that. Good morning. We'll talk about it. Have fun. Thank you. Love you. Okay, guys. I'm trying to figure out how to what do you call this thing? Minimize or change the thing. How do I just bring this one down and just have one up? Maybe I didn't practice that one. Is it settings? No. Nope. An exit full screen. Oh, well. Anyway, I guess we just have both of them up at the same time because I don't know how to put it just one. I don't know how to do that. I did it because I put 2 of them up there, but oh, wait, preview how the dynamic grid would look. Oh, let's see. Vertical, horizontal. Okay, I'm just going to leave it like it is before I break something. And I don't want to break anything. Okay. So these are my green beans over here. So I hope you guys can see my green beans. And I do have quite a bit of green beans inside. I don't think this one has any on. But I know these over here are quite good. And I know that I can put these and just take them off. And they are quite a good size. I hope you guys can still hear me because I don't think I have. Okay, I'm turning this on and hopefully there's not any echo. Okay. I'm trying to see the chat. Okay. From the cell phone here. Okay, so I'm good. Okay. So, thank you there, Frugal Mama. Alrighty, so I know I can pick these by just clipping them off, but I don't want to be heavy-handed and break anything. So again, they're nice size beans. And I think these are the bush beans here on this vine. Oops, I just broke the bamboo stake. I thought the girls were getting lighter, but I guess not. Yeah, but I don't want to break the vines too much. So I'll clip them rather than snap them off. And I know that pulling those off, I'll mute the first screen. Okay, Jay. Thanks, Jaden. Is that better? Thank you, Scott. I've been having fun with it. Last year, oh my goodness, these beans were pitiful. I think I had a total of 3 of the strawniest looking green beans ever. But these actually look pretty good. And they're way longer than my fingers. Park is on the go. Hello, thank you, and welcome in. I do apologize. I'm not on the camera right now because I am trying to harvest some green beans here. Ooh, these little steaks. And hopefully me cooking these will promote more growth on these vines. They are doing rather well. So it's not enough to make a big pot, but I can saute them and add them to something else. See? That's why I said I was going to use the clipper, but no, I did exactly what I said I wasn't going to do. Tore the whole darn vine off. You gotta laugh at yourself so you don't cry. Okay. I'm gonna try to pull this pot out of the way so that I can get back there. These little things are funny. I was trying to bind them up so that they would grow up, or trellis them up rather. But I haven't been so good about coming back over here. And they're, again, growing really well. Who's that? Q. Can't wait to buy a house just to start my new garden. I love growing different types of peppers. Hi there, my friend. Thank you so much for coming in. Oh, hello, my friend. Thank you so much for coming in. Oh, and I'm hot. Okay. And that's just for that from that one basket there. So these are doing pretty good. Okay. So I'll put this one back. It's a nice big old fat earthworm in there. But looked like he was upset that I moved him. So I'll have to get back out here later. And so for those of you just coming in, here are some of the green beans that I've just gotten. And this is why you should use your little clipper things so you don't break them off. Oh, wow. Yeah, it is a good harvest. Thank you so much. Oh, and I'm hot. And I normally don't. I don't have a little stool, but I am going to get my chair. Get my chair and bring it with me because even though my back doesn't hurt as much when I walk these days, I think bending over in the garden makes anybody's back hurt. So sitting down is much better for me. And so I do have two varieties of green beans. I have the Blue Lake green beans, and then I have some bush beans. And so the bush beans are a much bigger variety compared to the Blue Lake. And the leaves are only slightly different, and the blossoms are only slightly different, but not until you're looking at them closely can you really see that difference. So I'll try to get back there to the back. And so I don't know if you guys can see here, but see these, I hope you can see. You see these little ones? Ah, it's a bug on me. These little ones, I'm going to leave those on there, and hopefully now that I've taken the bigger ones off, they'll continue to grow and get bigger. So I'm going to try to get as many off as possible so we can get some more growth. And this is amazing. I'm excited, guys, that I have so many beans. This is really exciting. Oh my gosh, that pot's heavy. Oh, and there's quite a bit back there. Okay, so let me pull this out. Pull, 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 pull. Slide, 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 slide. Okay, guys. I'm so glad you guys are coming in and say hello. Make sure that you're saying hello with everybody. Susanna's still here. Scratch and Pete. And again, guys, my agenda today and over the next 30 days is to not only get additional growth in my garden. Oh, wow. Let me see if I can bring you guys closer. Excuse the movement. Sorry, Bill. I know you don't like the spinning. But look up there, guys. Look at that bunch right there. And then there's some more down there. Isn't that awesome? Oh, my goodness. She's a whole farmer, guys. She is a whole garden growing farmer. And I say I'm a farmer because guess what? I got chipmunks. They don't produce anything, and I don't plan to eat them. But guys, did you guys see those green beans? Okay. So, okay, the chat is caught up. I'm gonna put the camera back down. And hopefully you guys can see. I'm right here. And we have quite a bit. And we're getting ready to take almost all of those back there off. And hopefully we can get quite a bit more growth as the season progresses. Now, these were all planted from seeds. They were all planted from seeds on April 29th. I started them in my seedling tray on April 29th. So this is my first harvest here, or first true harvest, because the other day I did take one off. So this is my first true harvest of my green beans. And we're right at about 2 months from planting them. So who is that? Hello everyone. Sorry I can't see who that is. I'm on my cell phone over here, and the other camera is my computer, and it's way across the yard there, and I can't see it at all. Yes, I have two different types of beans growing over here, growing out here. I'll say over here because I think these are all the Blue Lake beans, but it is just full. Oh, and I'm gonna have pollen and stuff all in my hair, and I do not like that. Don't like pollen in my hair, but yeah. So I might have a whole pot of beans to cook up for the family. Well, maybe not a whole pot, but we might actually have more than a couple per plate. Right? Okay. That is awesome. Awesome. This is my first green bean harvest of the season. And she being me, is absolutely so proud of herself. I'm so proud of myself, guys. And so, yeah. And now, yeah. Let me wipe my face off. Hi there, PMC. Welcome in. Yes, you see my string bean harvest there? Isn't that exciting? Isn't that beautiful? I am going to cook these up. And I got pollen all over me. Oh, wow. And the pollen is coming from this tree overhead here. So, thank you guys for staying with me. Is Drina in the house? Hi, Drina at the Haven. Thank you so much for coming in, dear. I'm out here. Yes, thank you, Miss Drina. I'm excited. I got to figure out how to get my tomatoes to grow a bit more, but we got green beans if we don't have anything else. Yeah, let's see. Did we have anybody else come in besides Drina and PMC, a proud mixed child? PMC, I was letting Six Bows Back know how you were speaking of her yesterday and giving her props. You were always so positive and giving everyone encouragement and motivation. So I appreciate you for that always. So I'm done. Over here, there's one more. I'm gonna get that one. He's short, but he's fat. We'll get this one too. Okay, so I think now I really have gotten everything that needs to come off, and there are others on here. So like this one, I really need to come over here and stake this one up. It's just flopping all over the place. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn you guys back around to face the beam so you don't see everything when it raises up out the chair. I was fighting a bug and knocked all my green beans down. Okay. And this morning when I have a body balm that I use that is um, it's an ambulance. I hope everybody that is okay will soon be okay. But this morning I put my body balm on and I spritzed a few drops of peppermint oil in the body balm to help deter insects, and it was helping until I got in their space. Oh, so I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I took those inside, and so I have water bottles out here because I was using those to help with watering, but then I got lazy to fill them up, so I'm back to watering every day, or almost every day. Okay. It's not easy, guys. And when I was on the live stream the other day, I tried to show you guys that pesky little moth that was out here. There was a pesky little moth out here that was eating up, well, it was flitting all over everything. So let me show you the damage that moth did. And look, I told you. Let me see how I can turn this camera around. Yeah, okay. So this moth was here, and look what it left behind. I told you, the little moth, it was cute and all, but it left. You see that little worm there? So, and you see what he's done. And this is since yesterday, I think, that this little caterpillar thing has eaten this cabbage plant. He's just destroyed it. And look at all the little holes over there. So, have to do some damage control. Yeah, those cabbage moths are horrible. Look at there. They are horrible. And I was not able to catch that moth to kill it before it did damage. Oh my goodness. That's just horrible. And I hate that, because you work so hard. And PMC, I was just talking to you yesterday about, how you have to be diligent and protect your plants. So that sucks. And now I'm all sweaty and hot. And I'm scared to spray. I have my neem oil spray that I use, and it's about out. But I do have actual neem oil, but this does have additional stuff in it. Sorry. The sun is rather bright. I'm gonna get these cameras positioned back up the way I have them. Turn this mic off here. So just a moment of silence, guys. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I broke my mouse. I said that earlier. I broke my mouse, and so I'm using the mouse pad on the computer, and it's kind of sensitive. I think I'm double tapping instead of single tapping it there. So hopefully you can hear me now. Okay, so what I was saying is that that moth has done terrible damage back there, and the sun is shining way too bright, and I'm hot. I've been on an hour and 13 minutes. I'm proud of that. Thank you, Drina. Thank you, mamas. Okay. This is my protein shake from earlier this morning. Tastes like warm milk chocolate now. Wow. Okay. Q Creations. Okay, I thought that was you. Welcome in. Oh, thank you, Lord. I think he just took the sun behind the cloud for me. Okay. So whatever makeup I had on is now inside this towel. But I put on just a little bit of makeup for you guys, right? So I was excited about that. And what I was saying before I lost my sound is that I do use this neem oil spray, and I bought this from the hardware store to help put this in. And I'm sure that I have pretty much all of the ingredients in the house. Hi, Conscious Business Services and Opportunities. Thank you so much for coming in. I've been seeing you all over the channel. I came over. I know I'm subscribed to your that's Charlene Hill, right? Yes, Charlene Hill. I know I'm subscribed to you as Charlene Hill. I have now connected to you under your Conscious Business Services and Opportunities channel. So thank you so much, Ms. Hill, for coming in and joining us today. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for being so supportive over the last week or so. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Drina. You know how we are women sometimes, just want to do better, look better, feel better. So it made me feel a little better until the sweat said we don't care how we feel or how we look. We're hot. So, but I think that what I'll do is I'll take my own spray bottles and concoct my own neem oil spray. So I will go and Google or Pinterest that. Hi, Dewey Dingatti. How are you? I am wonderful. How are you, Dewey? So, but yeah, so this is about out. It's only a little bit left. I'm very reluctant to spray anything right now, but I do need to get over there and kill that little green caterpillar over there that is munching away at the cabbage plant. And the good thing is that I'm not overly upset about the caterpillars and the cabbage and the cauliflower plants, because this is really not the season for those to be growing. Hi, Tixie. Thank you so much for coming in. This is really, I'm sorry. She is totally getting uncute, guys, because, I don't like to be hot. Oh, okay. A behind the scenes video. That's great. So, I'll be on the lookout for that. So I will be concocting my own neem oil spray and solution to take care of these pests. But I was saying that I'm not too horribly upset about these plants, being overtaken, because it's not really the season. But I had the what do you call it? I had the seeds, and I wanted to try to grow them. And so that is what I have done. I have proven to myself that I can do that. But these are more a cold weather, cooler weather type plants. So we'll definitely be doing that again later in the fall to plant more cabbage and cauliflower to get better growth, because as it gets hotter, they will grow quicker, and the what do you call it? They'll get more seed. They'll oh my gosh, I can't even remember what the term is called, where they'll seed, they'll flower, and then they'll seed, and you won't get the fruit from it. And so I'm not too upset, but that darn moth, it was so pretty too. It's a cute little white one, and I have killed several. I hate that, but I'm gonna go kill that caterpillar over there. The little moth gets on it, munches, and he puts the holes in it. And if he stays long enough, he then deposits eggs, and the caterpillar comes. So, no, I don't have any fruit trees. Yeah, I might get some, but I haven't branched out into any trees or any fruit trees. So the only fruit that I have are that are growing at this moment. I have melons, which are my cantaloupe, honeydew and watermelon. So those are the only fruit that I have. So I don't have any trees. So no apple trees, no lemon trees. And even if I did, because my space is really small, so they would have to be container plants. And if I did get any of those, they would have to be more of a dwarf size plant if I did get any type of fruiting trees. And I know there are miniatures because there are several gardeners that I follow that have miniature trees. So let's see, growing out the box and growing what I eat, beauty in the garden. Those are just a few of them that I can think of off the top of my head. Oh, and I have my strawberry plant, but the chipmunk ate all the strawberries. And I guess the variety of strawberry that I bought, it doesn't continue to produce strawberries all season. It grew and then it just stopped. So that is something that I'll look for next season with the strawberries, is to make sure that I get a variety that will keep bearing strawberries over the season, as well as growing them in a way that they are not all growing at one time, that there is a delay in that. So Miss Drina, you asking me, should I keep my flower plants away from my vegetable plants? No, definitely. Your flowering plants will help your vegetable plants, because those flowering plants will help attract pollinators, who will in turn help promote the fruit growth on your vegetables. So your flowering plants, if you have outdoor plants or plants that flower near your vegetable garden, then that is absolutely a great thing. And that's one thing that I don't have. I do not have many flowers. So the ones that I do have, I bought some marigold for both protection as well as for pollinator, to attract the pollinators. So, and I bought my husband a rose bush, and so that did attract pollinators. I grew a little perennial mix, but of course I grew those from seeds at the same time that I planted the vegetables on April 29th. So they're just now starting to bloom. So you notice your veggies are wilted from the sun. Then I water them and they stand up within an hour. Yes, absolutely. They will do that. Hi there, famous, rooted in essential oils. Thank you for coming in. Well, they're going to do that, especially if you have potted plants, Drina. They are going to do that. Mine do that every day, and unfortunately, hi there, special ability learning. Thank you so much for coming in. With the potted plants, you're going to have that need for watering, but my plants do that every day, and I literally watch as the sun. That bug has been bothering me all day. So as the sun, travels over my patio space, to watch it and to watch the plants. So, like I have, I guess I can turn the computer around just a little bit here. Let's see. Sorry, guys. So I have my cucumbers here. These are the seedlings that I brought out just a couple of weeks ago. And so as the sun was coming over today, it was so funny to watch how this one here, this first one, it was started to wilt first. And it was so funny. He was just so droopy, but these were still in the shade. And so they weren't drooping at all, but he was looking pitiful. And then, the sun came and they were all drooping. But now the sun has receded a little bit. I see some clouds above us, so it looks like it might be getting some rain. So now none of them are drooping, right? And so in this, I have not watered since yesterday. And I typically do not water in the afternoon. I typically water early in the morning or in the evening after the sun goes down. But the day before, So today is Sunday. So yesterday was Saturday. So Friday I did not water at all. Friday. So what I did was yesterday when I came out, everything looked really, really bad. So I watered yesterday afternoon, being very careful not to water the leaves, right? So that when they did dry and with the sun still being high. Thank you so much, Famous. I appreciate you sharing me out, and anyone else that's shared me out, I really appreciate it. Yes, Drina, even seasoned gardeners, we're always learning because there's so much that we don't have control of when it comes to nature and critters and animals and different things like that. So like I'm sitting here watching this daggone caterpillar. So I'm gonna go kill it. So I'll be right back. Okay, guys. I'm gonna put my gloves on and I'm gonna squeeze it to death. And I don't mean to sound so excited about it, but he has to die. Look, and there's two of them on here. And you have to, with your plants, you have to look all up under it and over it to see, you know, what is on it and growing, because the pests get in here and on it and just will wreak so much havoc on your plants. So I'm looking all over them to see. Oh, see, there's another one. Now that one's still little. They're all gonna die today. I'm so sorry, little caterpillars. Yeah, but the moth was having a field day out here um, on these plants and just leaving behind little nasty critters. So, but when you're checking for the critters on your plants, you have to look not only on the front of the leaves, but also on the backs of the leaves. And they are so good at camouflaging into the plants because these caterpillars are the exact same shade of green as these plants. And I can barely see them without getting right up on them. And, but my husband says, that's how gardening is. They have to eat too. But my thing is that they don't know when to stop. They just keep munching and munching and munching. So but look, you see those? Y'all see those caterpillars there? That's 4 of them. So there were 4 caterpillar on 3 different plants. Okay, so 2 was on one, and then 1 on each of the other ones, and then there were little teeny tiny ones on about 3 more. So all of these critters, God's critters, I'm so sorry, they have to go. They have to die. So, because we don't want them eating and munching on our vegetables, because they don't know how to share. I don't mind sharing with them. Have one plant, eat it up. But they want to eat everything and not share with me. So they have to die. Sorry. So we're putting them on the ground and stumping them with our beautiful you said, and Miss Betty. Hi, Island Sisters TV. Miss Betty, I know you did not kill my caterpillar. What are you saying? You did not kill my caterpillar and you let the chipmunks live. Miss Betty, the caterpillars are dead. They are now just green goo on the cement. I didn't stomp them. Okay, well, I did stomp them. I stomped them and then I smeared them with my cute garden boots. I sure did. I smeared them dead. With yeah. They were eating really good. I mean, and they just go to work at the plant. So just behind me, I'm gonna show you one of the leaves. The feet. Here it is. Look at this leaf. Look at that. And it was a worm still on. They don't know. There were two worms on this one. So I didn't even see these over there. So this one, you can see the worm. You see the caterpillar, Miss Betty? I'm gonna put him in a box. I'm gonna put him in a box and send him to you, Miss Betty. And he can have your new roses. Okay? I'm gonna send these caterpillars in a special box to Florida. So you can plant your beautiful roses and they can eat roses because they're not going to eat cabbage and cauliflower. All right. So this one has to die too. And this little friend that fell over there, I'm going to get him and he's going to die along with the rest of them. So this is number 5. He is now smushed and dead. Hi there, Rebecca. Freelancing Family by Rebecca. Thank you for coming in. Thank you so much. So I'm going to get that other worm. And then, and I just threw the gloves over there because they had worm residue on them. And we're not babysitting the worm. No. Oh, so now you don't want it. Hi, Stacy. Thank you, Stacy, for coming in. Oh, so now you don't want it. Sorry, guys. I am hot. And I hope the family is able to make do on their own. I cooked them breakfast yesterday, so hopefully they can make their own breakfast today. But let me get that other worm because he is trying to inch his way back up the plant. And I have to kill him too. And I'm also going to get a charger for the cell phone. Take it off my boots before I go in. Sorry, guys. I had to go inside to get a charger for the cell phone camera. Okay. Let's see, is that camera? Okay, so that camera is still on. And I think the temperature dropped like 20 degrees when I took off my boots. The worm squashing boots. So let me get over there and get the caterpillar. Oh, that just upset me so much. So thank you everybody for being here. Rebecca, do your children have beautiful hair like you? Your hair is always so beautiful. Your nice waves. My daughter's hair, she has a braid of hair similar to yours. It's so beautiful. Yes, I have now smashed my worm squashing boots. I sure did. I squashed them. How do I manage the two cameras? So I have the free version of StreamYard. And so I just sent myself an invite link to my email and just opened that up from my cell phone as a second camera. So it's like having a guest up. And so you can do the same thing from the vertical stream on YouTube to have two cameras as well, via the vertical stream on YouTube to just, come up from a second camera. But yeah, it's very simple. And I've practiced it by myself in a private live stream. And I've had like 4 devices going at one time so that I can practice it just a little bit. Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah, your hair is beautiful. Your hair is beautiful. My son's hair is so full and curly, and he is growing it out. His hair it coils up really tight. I mean, it doesn't coil. He has thick curls. And his hair is so soft, and I don't know what it is. He ain't got all obsessed with his hair. Okay. This daggone caterpillar. He's trying to make his way. I got to go kill the caterpillar, guys. He's trying to make his way over to another plant because he's fallen off of the other one. So I got to go kill another caterpillar, guys. You guys want to go with me to kill the caterpillar, to be a witness? Your PMC, your hair is really getting long. I'm going to take you guys with me to see what this little nasty caterpillar is doing. I'm going to get the other camera and take you. I guess I got to put the boots back on. I'm not going to stomp him. I'm just going to squish this one with a stick or something. Maybe I got to go find some more gloves. Let me look in here and see if I got some more gloves out here. Okay. Now we got green caterpillar squashing gloves. And you know what? I got 2 right-hand gloves. I got 2 right-hand gloves. And I forgot to bring you guys with me. So I'm sure there are more. So I use these cooking skewers to kind of help me a little bit when I put my seedlings out. So this one has become an accessory to caterpillar murder. Yeah, he's gone now. He is absolutely gone. I'm still going to put him down and squash him some more. Okay. So I didn't actually touch him with the glove. But look, guys, I have on, they're both. This is the thumb. But this is my thumb here. I guess when I mated them up after washing, they didn't quite make it. The mates didn't make it back together. And even on my basil here, there looks like there's been some damage. Well, not looks like it, there has been. I put my basil in here with my green peppers. Look at there. Looks like cottage cheese now. Yeah, we're gonna have to find us a nice recipe for it definitely gotten overcast, guys, out here. And we are now 1 hour, 40 minutes, 13 people in the house. Oh, guys, I am so happy. Thank you so much. And so for you guys that are joining us now and didn't hear this earlier, I am my how do you grow in the garden and on YouTube. Okay, so that was my subject for today. Let me put camera one back on the garden. Okay, so my subjects today was how do you grow in the garden and on YouTube. And I know that several people have challenges out. There's always some type of challenge out all the time. Hi, Cal L. Daly. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you coming and joining us. So my subject for the day was, oh, I think it's now raining. I hear drops. Yes, it's getting ready to rain on my head, guys. How long have I had my garden? So this garden, and I actually need to put together, let's see, I'm gonna take this up and raise it up a little bit. I'm gonna be running out in just a minute, guys, because it's starting to rain. So this my garden here, this is completely new this season. Okay, so Stacy, this is completely new this season. Everything here except for my little herbs right along here. So with the exception of my herbs, everything out here is new this season. The pots, everything was empty. I grew everything from seed. Okay, guys, give me just a few minutes. I am going to relocate inside because it's still light out, but I have big drops of rain starting to fall on my head. So StreamYard account with same email. I'll go to your YT. Please tell me more if you don't mind. Yes, ma'am. Okay, let me okay, I'm gonna answer that question, but let me get my devices out of the rain. Okay, my locks don't mind the rain, but don't know so much about the thank you so much, PMC. You too. I appreciate you coming in. You have enjoy the rest of your Sunday, your family, your time not working. Okay, so I am relocating some things out of the rain. Okay. Yes, I got too comfortable out here. I should have checked the weather before I set up shop out here like this, and I did not check the weather. So I do apologize for having things in your face that should not be in your face. Alrighty, guys. So I do apologize. Get everything. Close up. Never get too wet. I just usually just come out and bring everything that I plan to use out of my little storage shed and set up shop to enjoy my gardening. But now I need to put everything away because it's going to rain on it. Okay. Thankfully, it's not that much out here. Okay. Okay, I think I'm out of the rain. Gorex, thank you for coming in. Princess Freya. Hello, thank you for coming in. Let's see if we can move this camera a little bit to prevent an echo. All right. So I'm going to answer those 2 questions. I forgot the first question that I was in the process of answering before the rain came. Yeah, fresh herbs definitely taste the best. So how long have I had my garden? So that was the question that I was answering for Stacy. So, and I am the sun. Look, it was raining, big drops. The rain stopped. That was my rain shower, guys. And now the sun is shining. The sun is totally shining once again. So this garden is brand new this season, minus my herbs, and it I planted everything from seeds. I started things in my seedling trays inside my storage unit. My storage unit is over there. It's my catch-all for everything. So there's the kids' bicycles and lawn equipment and everything in there. And so I did also just have a teeny tiny space, enough to start my seedlings in the seedling tray. So everything, with the exception of, what did I not grow from seed? So 2 of my tomato plants I bought from the store, but the other 10 I planted from seeds. My rose bush, I did not plant it from seed. And the morning glory, the marigolds, I did not plant those from seed. So I think those are the only thing that were not from seed. So this garden is a fresh new container garden this season. But I have been gardening for 5 years now. This is my 5th season gardening. Last year and year before last, I did in-ground gardening. That was my first 2 years at in-ground gardening. And I have some back issues. And so I did not feel that I was going to be able to do the in-ground gardening this year with tilling the soil and, doing too much of that all the way down to the ground, harvesting and such. So I did not do the in-ground gardening. I started from scratch with these containers, and plus I had been gifted the grow bags that I'm using from a neighbor. So 5 years that I've been gardening, and this is all brand new stuff this year, grown from seed. My corn, my okra, my squash, my zucchini, the cantaloupe, the watermelon, the honeydew, the kale, the cucumbers, the eggplant, the radish, the beet, the green beans, the green peppers, tomatoes, cauliflower, cabbage, carrot. Yes, all of those things were grown from seeds, Stacy. So, and just reading instructions, researching, and learning those things from other people. So that's that question. And so I do apologize, Rebecca. I hope you're still here. Your question was regarding the Hi, Tamika Davis. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully, freelancing family, you're still here. So, Miss Rebecca, the StreamYard. Yes, so I have the free version of StreamYard, and I do have it connected to my, and I hope there's not too much of an echo because I can hear myself on my cell phone, even though I have it muted, I think. So maybe I should bring the volume down some more. Try to position that so we just see garden. Okay. On the garden cam. Okay. So with the StreamYard, I have the free. Uh okay. Um Thank you, Sister Ann. I appreciate that. So the free version of StreamYard, I have it connected to my Instagram and I have it connected to my YouTube channel. Okay, I have not used it with Instagram, but it is free to connect to your other platforms. And all you have to do is to connect those links once you set up your when you initially set up your StreamYard. With the free version of StreamYard, you cannot save on StreamYard. But if you go live from YouTube, it will save in your YouTube channel. Okay. Um, um, Versus in StreamYard. So you can't have any storage in StreamYard with the free version. But if you, I understand that if you are a student or you work in the school systems or you have students, that they do offer free versions of those additional versions of the paid plans to students and to instructors to use with their schooling. So that's something that you can look into if you have university students that may not be using StreamYard for school, and connect those to your YouTube channel. So that's something that you can look at. And what those would do is, one, it would give you the ability to have guests. So even with the free version of StreamYard, you can have up to 6 guests to come into your channel. To come onto your live stream. Okay, you can have up to 6 guests to come onto your live stream under the free version. However, they cannot share out from StreamYard under the free version, but under one of the paid plans, your guests can stream out to up to another 6 channels, and I think up to 2 devices on their channel as well, if you have the paid version of StreamYard. Now, again, when you have the paid version of the StreamYard, you can save, and I think you get up to 20 hours of saving time per month under, and that's like one of the first tier levels, I believe, of the paid version, that you can save up to 20 hours per month of storage. You have 20 hours of storage per month to save recordings and live streams and such. To be able to use those and go back and edit without having to put on YouTube. So if you wanted to record without going live and save directly to StreamYard. So, but it is very easy to connect a second device, and by sharing my link, and I just email it to myself. Or if I'm on like an Apple device or whatever, I just, airdrop it to myself and that link. And then I just click on the link and go live and bring myself up the same as you would a guest to have my 2 cameras. And so I literally practiced on my own in a private live stream and played around with the with it. Hi there, Miss Angel. Travel Vibes with Angel. Thank you so much for coming in. So I played around with StreamYard by myself, me, myself, and I, with a few devices, and just to get myself acclimated to using it and being in front of the camera and like pulling up the chats to put those on screen, to put in the little banner and ticker tapes there where I have the hello and welcome everyone. Please give a like, thumbs up, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. You can set those things and you can change those. And even like with my my goals, my challenge, the things that I've challenged myself with for my 30-day challenge that I have here to help me grow in my garden and on YouTube. I could have created banners to add to this platform so that I could bring those up on the screen if I wanted to, right? So I didn't do that because it just takes so much time. So StreamYard is very simple in my opinion. There are other apps and programs that give you more variety and more flexibility and I don't know, than StreamYard, but this is the one that I was recommended first. And it has been very simple and easy for me to use. So it's been working for me. And let's see. Yeah, I think that I hope I answered your question, Miss Rebecca. I hope I answered your question. And I cannot believe I've been on for 2 hours and I have had fun. I did not I did my green bean plant. So let me show you guys that did not see that at the beginning. Let me show you my green bean harvest. So I actually moved everything by the door so that I could get out of the rain. So now I gotta get out of my own way to get inside. I want to show you guys my green bean harvest. I harvested some green beans earlier, so let me show you those. Also gonna grab my water here, but this is my green bean harvest. I just harvest these green beans from my garden, and there are two varieties of green beans. So these here are the bush beans, and how I can tell the difference between the bush beans and the regular Blue Lake green beans. Hi there, George, Fearless Rambler. Thank you for coming in. Howdy. Oh, thank you so much, George. I appreciate you coming in. But yeah, so these are the bush beans and they curl up a little bit. They have a fatter consistency. I guess there's a fatter bean inside. And when I actually planted these, the bean is actually a thicker round brown bean, right? So it's a thicker round brown bean, whereas these Blue Lake green beans, you see they are skinnier and they don't curl up the way the bush beans do. And even if they do, they're not curling up. They don't have that thicker bean inside of them. So I don't know if you could shell the bush beans and eat the insides of them. I'll have to research. I don't know. Because I don't necessarily cook. I just usually eat the regular green beans, but you can definitely tell the difference in the variety after they've grown. And there's just a slight difference in the blooms. Hi there, Wanga lady. Thank you so much for coming in. So you can definitely tell again the difference. And these could have definitely grown more, but I went ahead and picked them. But there's a definite difference. These are much bigger, and what I saw, they can be even longer than this. So I have both of those varieties that I planted, and I'm really excited for my green bean harvest here. This is actually my second harvest, because the first things Uh-oh, looks like I've had some slug traffic back over there in my green beans because I thought, or maybe that was juice. I'm going to have to go and not right now. I'll look this evening to see if I've had some slugs back in my garden. Because I did have to get rid of some slugs about a month ago. And I eradicated those with Sluggo, and it took care of them. I had not seen slugs in a month, but it looks like I just saw just a tiny, the slugs, they leave that little slimy, translucent or iridescent slime trail behind them. It looked like I saw that on one of these, but it could have just been the juice and the light reflecting off of it. But yeah, the sun is out again. Oh, goodness. But I have met my 2-hour goal, so I will stay just a little bit longer. It's not that bad right now, and the shade is finally coming back. It's so interesting to watch how the day progresses, with the shadows and the positioning of the sun. That is just so interesting to watch how nature can tell us of the time and of the day and things like that. But yeah, so I will come out in the evening to check to see if there's any slugs. So I'll actually come out at night. And now let me show you guys what I use to help me at night, because I do enjoy gardening in the dark. One moment. So I ordered this headband here, and it's called Handy Bright, and you put it on your forehead, around your head like this, and it has a light on it that you can have here, and then this right here is a light, and I think there's another one somewhere out. Yeah, I think there's one up under here. So it has, yes, so there's a light here, this one here, there is a light here, and then there is this light right here. And so you have those three variations of light, and it is Bluetooth enabled. So you charge it in this little thingy here. So it has a little charging port. I don't know if you can see that. So it has a little charging port, and then it is Bluetooth enabled, and I think that's Bluetooth enabled. Yeah. And you just power it. You use the power button to get to your different levels of your light that you want to use. And I use that at night to do my night gardening, and it literally illuminates the area so good. And so, like, if I yes, I'm still live, Scott. Thank you so much for coming back. Oh, it's slow at work. Hope that doesn't mean that it'll affect profits. I know when my husband's store is slow, it affects profit. So when I get over into the garden with the headband on at night, I can look down with this on and see in the dark down behind the bags, and in those places where the slugs and snails can hide, to see if there's any back there. Okay, so I will do that and have to get some more Sluggo, and I'll show you my container. Hi there, Will from Together We Travel, and I'll show you my container. And I have videos on all of this, but not. So this is the product that I use to help me with the slugs. Okay. And so, and it's called Sluggo, and it what do you call it? Takes care of slugs and snails, and it's safe to be used around pets and wildlife. So the chipmunks are still alive and running around. I don't have any pets, so they have not been affected. Yeah, way better than a torch because it's hands-free and you put it on and, again, it works great. It's super bright. And sometimes, I forget that I have it on. Let's see if I can turn it on. You see, there's that light there that shows right across there. I hope that's not bothering you guys. And then it can beep. And then this one shows this light here, which kind of just points in one direction. And then that one beeps, like if you want to do an SOS type signal thing. And then, well, maybe I missed this one the first time. I can't even see that one. Okay. And you have to hold it down to turn it on. It turns that on. This one is not coming on. I wonder if I broke it. But I primarily use this one here in the front. That way I can, as I'm bending down and like potting or looking for slugs, it helps out. And I prefer it because it kind of beams out like this, like in a triangular going forward. Whereas this one kind of beams, like over to the side. And so this is my preference to use the one that's in the front there. Yeah, I've been, Miss Angel, I've been enjoying myself, and I have some herbs and like potatoes, my sweet potatoes. Again, just studying. These are some potato slips that I started, and all I did, and again, this was totally by accident because I bought potatoes. I love sweet potatoes. I eat those all year long. And they just started growing the slips on them. And so I researched how to do, what to do with sprouting potatoes. And they said to just put those, you can either, if they already have some root on them, you can stick them in the ground and water them. Or if they don't have roots on it, you can stick it in water and to the roots form and then plant them. So those were the potato slips. And so over here along the wall, let's see, over there along the wall there, those are potatoes that I have, and they're dying off. So it's about time for me to look and harvest those. And what I did with those were potatoes. I took the sprouts off of those, dried them for a day or so, and then planted them in the ground. And those are the Yukon Gold small potatoes and the little baby red potatoes that I have. I use those like in my crab boils, my seafood boils, in with my roast beef and things like that. So I'm hoping that I will have some potatoes in those containers. So I'm excited for that. I'm gonna wait for those green leaves to fall off. But another thing that I have done, and I don't know if you guys can see this, but it is in the shade a little bit. Maybe you can bring it over here in front of this camera. Okay, so this is my lavender. Okay, so this is my lavender. I grew these from seed. I have been trying for years, all 5 years, to grow lavender from seed, and I had not been successful. Growing Out the Box is a YouTube channel, and he had posted he was taking lavender, he was propagating lavender and taking that and rooting it directly from the plant to the pot and to produce more lavender. You eat potatoes every day, Miss Angel? Yeah, and potatoes are really easy to grow. So I'll show you the potato. So I don't even remember the channel name, but there was one channel, but there's plenty of YouTube potato channels or gardeners that grow potatoes. But I literally took one sweet potato that was growing on its own, and I'll show you it. Show it to you. It's still growing. So this one sweet potato here, all I did, and this is all I was told to do, was to take that rooting sweet potato. So if it's in your pantry or whatever, and the same thing goes with your ash potatoes, your white potatoes, or whatever, right? But I took this one. He said to just lay it, nestle it down in a pot in some soil, right? A paper box or container. I had this little painted terracotta bowl. I think it was my neighbor's. He put it up on the wall. And so if it goes up on the wall, it becomes mine. So my neighbor gifted it to me. So anyway, I put the dirt, the soil, and this is just regular potting soil. And I put the potato down in here. Now, when I took those slips and the other ones that I planted, when I took those slips out, when I pulled this up out of the soil, I mean, it was just full of roots. The roots were just coming down. So this is the only spot on this one that's rooting, but there were other spots that had rooted, but I pulled all of those up. I'm going to put some water, a little bit of water on there, but you don't even need to add water in most cases. But since I did pull all the roots off, I did add a little bit of water to the soil. But the potato itself is offering the water, the moisture to produce the roots. So you can see on, let's see, bringing it to the camera, trying. That's not working. Okay, so you can see the little leaf forming, right? You can see this little leaf forming on there, right? And even here, more roots and things that are forming. So potatoes are super easy, Miss Angel. Potatoes and tomatoes are super easy to grow. However, you cannot grow those two in the same soil or side by side in the same soil because they use the same nutrients to grow. They would compete for the nutrients in the soil. So they are not compatible to grow together, right? So you should not grow your potatoes and your tomatoes in the garden side by side because they will compete for nutrients. So another thing that I use in my gardening to help me is definitely have a companion chart to show you what vegetables and fruits are beneficial, that are companions to one another to help promote growth with one another. So you want to have plants that may promote the nitrogen in the soil. So if one plant uses more nitrogen than another, so like with the green beans, they require a good nitrogen-based soil. You want to make sure that you're not getting another plant planted in that same soil that would deplete those nutrients in it. Hi there, Terrence, Talent Time. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you coming in to join us. And so, that was another thing that I was excited about, the bags. I don't have to worry about the companion planting, right? Because I'm not putting too many things together. And so the things that I did put together, like my marigolds, I did plant some marigolds in with my tomatoes, with my cantaloupe, with my okra to help deter pests with those, right? So I did do that. My basil, I planted, let me show you that. Again, these are all from seeds, okay? And obviously, basil is easy to grow because I have a lot of it, right? So all I did, and almost all of the seeds came from the Dollar Tree or from Lowe's Home Improvement gardening section. So I took a whole pot, a whole packet of basil seeds, and I just dumped it in one little pot, and they grew. These are the seedlings, and I mean, it was so many seeds because they're so teeny tiny. There were so many basil seedlings. So I got this whole little tray here. Hi, Lady Posh. How are you? And so, in addition to that tray, here's one. These are some of the bigger ones. And then I put some inside of the green pepper plants there. So right down there in front there, of those those green pepper plants. I put basil inside of those because I read that they're a companion to the green pepper plants, and that they would actually enhance the flavor of the green peppers. I did not know that, so this is my first year trying that. And of course, the moth or something has gotten into one of them, but I sprayed the neem oil on it, and it didn't get much further than that one pot. So I'll need to buy or make some more spray there. But basil is obviously very easy to grow, just in a pot of potting soil. Um, yes. And how I first started 5 years ago, Miss Angel, um, how I first started my gardening experience during the pandemic, um, I was doing kitchen scraps. Yes, kitchen scraps. So um, basically taking, tomato slices, cucumber slices, those the potato peels and things like that that you would normally either throw away or compost. And so because I do have a small space and I am kind of, I'm not too far outside of the city, I don't want to encourage anything more than a chipmunk. So we don't want any mice or other types of rodents or things coming around. So I don't compost, right? Um, so I was like, well, what can I do with my table scraps besides make stock, right? I said, oh, well, I can plant them and regenerate those. So I did celery, I did carrots. I took tomato slices and potato peels. Well, not the peels, but like the tip of the potato where the sprout would be, and planted those, and grew more lettuce, grew more celery, grew tomato plants. And one little thin slice of a tomato, you can get about 20. You think about every single little seed inside. Bye, Garg's Couch. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Let me take a little water, guys. All righty. So that one little tomato slice, that was my first year. And I need to put some of those older videos up because, like, from how it started to how it's going now. And even the same here, but I use seeds this time instead of from the tomatoes. Um, Thank you, Taryn. I appreciate you. So they grow so easily. So once that tomato grew, and all I did was, and again, I was on Pinterest back then. So 5 years ago, I was on Pinterest because I would look for recipes for my herbs, for like body butters and my essential oils and how to blend those. So I was using Pinterest back then. And so I happened to run across and how to grow herbs, also how to grow vegetables, right? And so the one guy talked about the tomato, and he was like, just take this tomato slice. He took a small pot, he took 4 slices of tomato, he put it on top of a pot of soil, and he sprinkled a little dirt on it, added a little water, and within a week it was sprouting. And I did that, and it sprouted. I mean, I was like simply blown away that that was so easy to do that. So yeah, it's uh-oh. cell phone has overheated again. So Keshia's camera 2 is down for the count. I don't know what the heck it's going to do when it gets to California. If I'm going to try to vlog with it. Because it obviously does not like the sun. But yeah, so those things grow really, really well, really easily. And like I said, I just dumped the seeds into the pot. And so I have basil here. And I'll put these back up where I had them. So I have basil. I did the same thing with the sage. I haven't repotted the sage yet. But again, this was a packet of basil that I picked up again from the Dollar Tree. And it's, you can see here on the corner there, for $4. And Miss Angel, I know you go to the Dollar Tree, do your little haul. 4 packs for $1. You can get 4 different types of herb. I popped all of these in this container. And this is sage. So this is a container variety of sage. And, you know, you use your sage with your chicken, with your holiday dressings and things. You can dry it and use it as a rub. Here's another little green pepper seedling that's taking its time about coming up. And I actually hope this is one of the habanero peppers that is coming up. And in here, again, more of the basil. And I have a little bit of parsley. That came up, and I planted the parsley and the not the rosemary, the parsley and the lavender. I planted those at the same time. So I have several of the lavender seedlings that are growing, and I'm so excited because my lavender did not withstand the winter. So from last year, I had it for about 4 years. It did not withstand the winter, so I did not have any lavender to come back this spring. I have some oregano here. I have oregano all the way in my back corner where my scarecrow Ed is at. I have mature rosemary. No. Back there, I have mature oregano. Sage, and thyme. Of my thyme, only like 2 seeds came up. So, and look, you see, I don't even know how this chipmunk gets up there, but the chipmunk has been digging in here. You see this hole? I don't even know how he got up there. I do not even know how the chipmunk got on top, because this thing is about 4 feet tall, and the chipmunk has gotten up there and dug inside. But they are great jumpers and climbers, okay? And all they need is just a little space to catapult to the next level, and they will. So the chipmunk has been in this pot with the one little bit of thyme that actually grew. Again, I dumped the whole packet of seeds in here, and only 2 seeds came up. And now the chipmunk has decided that he wants to destroy this one. But again, I do have more thyme, mature thyme over there, but I wanted to grow some more to put in different places, because your herbs, it used to be like a whole family. Bye, dear Ann. Bye, it's Ann Moore. I appreciate you coming in and spending so much time with me. I really appreciate it. I really don't, Sky. I don't even know what Keshia doing those things would be like. I'm barely stand myself now. Yes, it does take time for time to mature. Oh, so there's a British TV show, BBC show called Rosemary and Thyme. It's 2 ladies. One is a former police officer, and the other one is a horticulturist. And they start a gardening business, and they are solving mysteries and crime at the same time. I love murder mysteries. Okay, that's why I got so excited about squashing those caterpillars. But the lost my train of thoughts, Scott. But the herbs, they grow really easy, and they are great companions to other plants, meaning that the nutrients or the benefits of your herbs, you can put them alongside other plants like onions. Onions are a great deterrent. I now realize that just like with the cabbage and the cauliflower, the onions are not necessarily hot weather plants, right? That's when you would be harvesting them, but their growing season would be in a cooler temperature. So I will try them along with my garlic and the garlic and the ginger and such. I will try those later in the season, so that I can experience those, because I have not done very well with them in the past, because I've tried to grow them with my spring planting and it doesn't work at all. Okay. But your onions are great pest deterrents. The garlic is a great pest deterrent to help. So you would want to plant them around certain beds or with certain plants to deter pests and to help promote the nutrients in the soil. So I've been learning all of this over the last few years and have been having a great time with it. The chipmunk and the squirrels and the birds, they are they're not so much pests. They're not pests, but the chipmunks do like to dig. If they see you digging, they think that there's food for them, right? Not so much that they're going after your seeds, but they think that you're going after their things that they've hidden. They're always burying something for later. So every time they see me digging, even though they know they did not bury anything in those plants, I'm a seasoned expert. You're so funny, Scott. But they always think that I'm digging up some of their plants. I mean, they're buried nuts or whatever. But I don't bother their stuff, but they bother my stuff. So I had posted a little reel over just a snippet. I think it was only about 14 or 19 seconds over on Instagram the other day. And it was quite by accident. I wasn't meaning to actually post it. I was trying to share it with someone, but I posted it. And so I left it there. But the chipmunk, when I had repotted the cucumber and the watermelon seedlings, he was all in each of the little pots. Like, what's this? What's this? Oh, what's that? What's that? And so I got him. And they are not afraid of me at all. I mean, they don't necessarily care for me being out here, but only if I like stomp my foot and yell at them do they literally run away. Okay. Okay, last one. What did the farmer say to his harvester when he wanted the crop faster? I don't know, Scott. What did he say? Curry. Oh, I like curry. I have not planted any curry. I have not planted anything, I think, that would be good in curry. Maybe parsley? No, no. But yeah, so I have enjoyed learning about planting my herbs and my vegetables. And I do have quite a bit of things growing. And it's just been so much fun here lately. And I'm excited about things. So, and there's so many great channels out here in these YouTube streets. So another thing that I in addition to Musa. Hello. Thank you so much for coming in. New friend, welcome. I appreciate that. I know that several has shared me out, so I do appreciate you jumping on one of those shares and coming in. Thank you. I am out here in my garden. Camera number 2 died on us. Well, it overheated, so you can't see as much of the garden, but I do have my green bean harvest here. We did harvest these earlier from my green bean plants over here behind us. So I'm excited about my green bean harvest, the family, if I cook them. My husband is more excited about tomatoes and cucumbers. He likes cucumbers. He's excited about the okra. I'm excited about the okra, if for no other reason than to see the blooms. Oh my gosh, I love the blooms on the okra. The okra blooms are so beautiful, and you have to catch them really early in the morning because they're like a nightshade plant, and they bloom in the evening. Ooh, I got a package over it. I think my husband's asleep. He might be watching too, but I just had a delivery on a Sunday. I'm excited. I don't know what it is, but it's here. That's wonderful, Musa. I'm glad you're doing okay. And again, thank you so much for coming in and connecting as a new friend. Oh, Kashmir in India. Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us. So, yeah. I am super duper excited that I've had this time today because I totally was not thinking that I could do more than 2 hours. And let's see, I lost my little timer counter thing. I don't know where it went. Let's see if I go full screen, if I can see it. Nope. I don't know where it went. So, but I have been out here for a little while. SD Shidarshan Vlogs. Hi there. I know that I have visited with you, and I know that I have been to your channel several times. I'm doing great. Thank you so much. I think I've seen you at Goga's and maybe at someone else's channel. Can't remember which, but I think maybe at Goga's for sure. So thank you so much for coming. Okay, I think either my daughter or my husband getting my package, and they're probably wondering, what is she buying now? Okay, just SD. Yes, because I obviously messed up the rest of that. SD. It's much easier for my tongue. I've been married for 22 years, so we're going into year 23 with my husband, and he speaks several other languages, and English is my language, my native tongue, my birth tongue, and my only tongue. So I can do lots of things. Hi there, Globees Travel. Thank you for coming in. I can do lots of things with Google Translate. I can chat and do a little bit in comments with Google Translate. But as far as the tongue, English is my only one. So that is the only one that I use. You guys can see I have a little bit more shade here. It is slowly progressing past us. Yeah, so if I'm going to be doing this every day, I will have to make me a list of things that I would discuss on how I will be growing not only in my garden, but also in my YouTube channel, because those were, yes, you said that. So was it Musa or you that, Musa said, Musa's from Kashmir, India. So what part of India are you from, SD? Eddie is here. Did I miss Eddie? Oh, I don't think I saw Eddie. Unless Eddie is some. Oh, Eddie Lugo Studios. Okay, I missed you, Eddie. Welcome in. How are you, dear? Need your advice. I have 2 avocado seeds in water for about 3 weeks already. Root is out, so I should put them on dirt now, right? I don't eat avocado. It's something about, if I don't eat it, I don't cook it, I don't plant it. Oh, there's this one guy, and he does those fast videos where he's taking it and he's doing this, he's tossing it, he's doing all like that. He can tell you. I don't even know what his name is. He has long, pretty hair. I don't know if he has a mustache or a beard. He wears sunglasses. But sorry, Eddie. I don't know how to help you with your avocado plant, but I can research it for you and get back to you. But you've done good if you've had them in water and got them to root. I've never tried to grow avocados because I don't eat them. I'll eat a little bit of salt of guacamole, but it's not my favorite either. So again, I'll remind you guys that I am challenging myself over the next 30 days, starting today, up to my birthday, up to my birthday, which is about a month away, to grow my YouTube channel. I would love to get monetized, and within the next month, or by the end of the next month. So I'd love to have that happen. But in order to do that, I am going to need about 3,500 more watch hours to reach that. So I have over 1,000 members for that piece of it. But in order to reach that full monetization of that 4,000 watch hours, I need about 3,500 more hours. That means that I need 116 more hours per day of watch time on my YouTube channel. So in order to do that, I'm challenging myself to go live daily on YouTube. And it may not be 3 hours every time, but I will be challenging myself to go live on YouTube every day and to post a video and or short on YouTube daily and make at least one improvement or change in my patio garden every day. So by improvements, I mean like today, what I did was I harvested my my green beans. Yeah, so hi, Elisa's Adventures in Cruising. Thank you so much. Drive carefully, listen. Yeah, you don't even have to listen closely. Just drive carefully, dear. So I harvested my green beans. That was, what did I say? To do and make at least one improvement or change. So harvesting is an improvement to your garden because what it does is when you harvest, it actually promotes more growth in your plants. Okay, so harvesting is an improvement. Harvesting, pruning, transplanting, all of those things are considered improvements to your garden to help promote growth, to help thin out your plants and vegetables. And I also killed about 7 to 10 little ugly yellow caterpillars that were feasting on my cabbage plants. I killed them with great relish. They are smushed. Well, you know what? They're no longer even green because the sun has dried them up into nothing. Yep. But I killed them, and I will be. Hi there, Trish the Natural. Trish, I watched your hi, Mr. Inda. Thank you so much for coming in. Yes, we are trying. We are trying, and we are going to get there. I appreciate you coming in, Mr. Inda. He is Indonesian, but he lives in Dublin, Ireland. He and his wife love great walks and music and just showing you all the natural beauty of Ireland. And Trish the Natural, I watched your review. I hope I left a comment because I was in and out of sleep while watching. So I hope I actually um, posted a comment after I finished watching the review. I think I did, but I cannot be sure. I might have just dreamed it. But yes, so I will be, I'm almost out of my spray. So either buying some more or making some, because this has for ingredients in this neem oil spray. I do have a bottle of natural neem oil, essential oil. And this product, what does it have in it? I'm looking to see what all is in it. It says, it's so funny. It has 0.9% of neem oil and 99.1% of other. What is the other? For a total of 100%. What the heck is the other? But they say it's organic, right? And I know it works because the slugs have been gone. And I'm going to come out here with my handy dandy little light later on tonight to see. Oh, okay, thank you, Trish. I wasn't sure. I have gone to sleep sometimes with either the computer running or my cell phone like falling up against my face or laying on my cell phone while watching and different things. Let's see if it gives me more information about what exactly is in this stuff, what the other is. I guess they don't want to tell me all their secrets. It doesn't say what the other is. That is too funny. 0.9% of the neem oil and 99.1% of other. That is too funny. Okay. I guess I will be Googling or doing a Pinterest search on making my own DIY neem oil pest repellent solution. And again, I'm not spraying it now because you don't want to put too many liquids, and especially not insecticides or chemicals of any kind on your plants in full sun, because it will burn the leaves. So no fertilizers, no spraying, or even really watering in high sun, because it can damage your plants. So you don't want to do that either. Yeah. So I will be looking into that later. Others sounds like a can of potted meat ingredients. Right, Q. Oh, when I was little, my grandmother, we're here in North Carolina, and my grandmother, so growing up, I say growing up, but I'll say until I was about 6, very much a rural area where I lived with my grandmother, and they had tobacco fields, huge farms, and fields, gardens, and, peanuts, the yams, and they raised hogs and chickens and turkeys and goats and other things. So so my grandmother would, like, when we would go out to the tobacco field or out into the field to harvest different things, those type of things, those chef stable things would be things that we would take for like lunch or snacks when we would go. And that was something growing up, once I got grown, that I was like, I'm never eating that stuff again. No potted meats, no Vienna sausages or anything. And I had one friend from Puerto Rico, and from Puerto Rico. And she was like, oh no, the Vienna sausages is a delicacy. And I'm like, no, it's not. That's a cheap person's meal. Oh, she fixed me some Spanish rice, and it was so delicious, except for the fact that it had these ugly little Vienna sausages all in it. But it tasted really good. But I told her I wouldn't be eating it again. And the potted meat, yes. And it's been very interesting to go to some of the Asian markets and find that in like chicken, because it's always been that other ingredient, which included a host of my nerves are bad, guys. My nerves. And that was just unnecessary. He didn't have to do all of that. It scared me. But the other in the potted meat, yes. But to find the Vienna sausages in chicken versus the pork and other ingredients, it scared you too, right, Scott? I'm like, really unnecessary. Oh, so I had bought some chicken Vienna sausages the last few years ago, and with some apple cider vinegar and some Texas Pete hot sauce, was not half bad. But they do promote increase in sodium. Um, yeah, some have to compensate. Some do, Scott. So yeah, train of thought gone. So anyway, I will be making a list of my things to actually be able to talk about over the next 30 days. So I said that I'll be doing my live streams on YouTube daily. That is my challenge to myself, and posting a video and or short on YouTube daily, and making at least one improvement or change in my patio garden. And so tomorrow, my plan is to take my cucumber plants, okay? To take my cucumber plants. Hi there, Fabric Studio. Thank you so much for coming in. Happy Sunday. So I'm running. You guys see, I don't have a lot of space, and I've about run out of space. And so what I have here, you can't see it at all. Can you guys see that? Yeah, right along here. So these are my cucumber plants here. And so let me take Q down. Oh, Q, where's your comment? Let's take Q down. Okay. So with these cucumbers, I need to trellis those up. Okay. So I need to get those trellised up so that they can grow up, because that's how you want them. Because if you let them go on the ground, they will literally take over. And I have definitely had that happen in the past. And so I don't know if you can see behind the cucumbers, I have my pots, which have one pot with cantaloupe, and then there are 3 with watermelon. And so I put some wire trellis up in those. And I'll show you that as well. So I use this wire to create my trellises, right? Can you guys see that? I don't know if you can see it really well, but I use this wire to create my trellises there. And I put them on the back wall over there for the cantaloupe and the honeydew as well. And I attached it to the fence back there. But over here, I took it and did like this and stuck it down inside of the grow bags. And then I took the plastic zip ties and tied them together to kind of create like a little trellis fence behind them, or to put them together to make them a little bit more sturdier. So they're stuck down inside the soil. And yeah, so they're stuck down inside the soil. Oops, that's my little stool where we're sitting at. They're stuck down inside the soil and zip tied together to make a trellis, so that as the watermelon and the cantaloupe grows, I will just attach them to or trellis them, get them to go up the trellis that I have there. And so since I don't have a lot of wall space, right? I need to figure out what I'm going to do with my cantaloupe. With my cucumbers. So I must have thought it really loud because YouTube heard me. And all of a sudden I started, I don't remember saying it out loud before now, but YouTube must now, or Google, I'll say Google, must now be able to read minds, right? So not only did I start getting videos literally giving me ideas of what to do with these cucumbers to trellis them up without having to need a wall or railing of any sort, right? So basically all I need is at least one support line, right? Or pole. And so what I have, and I'll show you that as well. So what I have done is that as I'm riding down the road, out walking and different things, if I see bamboo growing, I will go back and harvest me some bamboo. And then I put it out to dry, right? Because we don't want it taking root again, because bamboo plants can be really evasive, right? It's a really, not evasive, invasive. It's a very invasive plant. And bamboo is a grass. It's basically a grass. And when dried, it becomes hard. It's really hard. So I harvested these actually near my mom's place, and we cut these down. I bought a big machete so that I can whack them. So I got a big machete. I keep it in my car. I keep it sharpened in my car. And I have, let's see, making sure that I still have power to everything. And so I have literally harvested my bamboo stakes and used those to around my garden. So back here with the green beans, those are bamboo that I harvested last fall. And I remember I was in somebody's chat and I was saying, yeah, I just harvested some bamboo and we'll be using it next season, meaning in the spring. And they were like, oh no, you don't want to plant bamboo. It's going to be invasive. It's going to take over. And then somebody was in the chat was like, nope, she said what she was going to do. She's going to harvest it. She's going to dry it and use it like it's supposed to be used. So like this one is still kind of green. So I would be reluctant to put this one in the ground yet. But these two, well, this one is still kind of green, but the bottom of it has no more green on it. But this one is completely dried out. So I have them laying up on top of the rail here in the sun to dry. And so what I'm going to be doing, and I hope that I'm still live. I see the stream has not ended, but I don't see any new comments. It says 204. So it's okay. You don't have to comment because I'm just talking. It's okay. I'm not really answering myself, I don't think. But with what I plan to do as one of my improvements tomorrow is to take my bamboo stakes here, right? Thank you guys. I am live. I am still alive. To take my bamboo stakes, right, and split this in half and trellis it up and create a line so that the cucumbers, and I will take some twine or gardening twine and actually take the cucumber plant so that it can bind up the string attached to the pole. So I'll take this one and then maybe a third one, and I will zip tie them together sturdy, and then we will put 2 poles down on either side and put the string so that the cucumbers can bind up onto the the bamboo stakes. So that is my plan tomorrow, and I actually did that already with my other cucumber plant. And so if I can, oh, I'm in the show. Okay, we're back. We're am I back? Okay, I'm back here. I gotta add me to the stage. Okay, yes, I have my camera here. I'm gonna take you over to show you my cucumbers that I have already. Okay, Key, you're parked. What's this about, a machete in the car? The machete in the car, Alisa, is so that I can harvest any wild bamboo that I might see. And if it's not wild and it's like growing on the side of somebody's house, I will ask them if I can cut in their yard, even though the family doesn't approve of that. So I'm going to show you guys how I trellised up my other cucumbers that are already up and growing. So we'll take you over here. So here the bamboo stakes. I think these are actually. I can no longer tell which one is store bought and which one is store bought. So they all look the same. So these are actually ones I harvested myself. So what I did on this one, I took 2 bamboo stakes, right? And I cut them down and brown. Okay. Then I took a third piece up here on the top, and I retie it together. Right? So hang around and attach it to that. Put that on either side. And then I took my twine here and I think like that all the way down, right? And then I shrink it up. Okay, so I've been doing all this talking. You guys probably couldn't hear me unless you got really good ears. Okay, so I was saying that I trellised up this cucumber. I created this is a DIY cucumber trellis here. And I took these 2 bamboo stalks and took a third piece. The pollen is falling out of the trees again, all on my head. And then I zip tied them together and put my twine in and zigzagged it all down. And then I trained up the cucumber vines, right, to attach. And so as it grows, it is attaching to my DIY cucumber trellis. And so like here, we have a cucumber. Here's another little cucumber. Okay. So, and I had about 4 on here and I took them off because someone had told me that to promote more growth to take off those first few ones. So I did that, and it's already growing fairly well, but we will see how things go. But this is my DIY cucumber trellis. And this is what I plan to do over there, except for rather than staking them into the ground, I will be staking them into the pots and attaching them just with the string, okay, with my new cucumbers that are forming. And here I have my okra plants that are here. They're getting tall and sturdy. I have my corn there. Next year we'll do better with corn because I didn't put enough soil in there. Yeah. So, and here's my ginger. I'm just so excited that my ginger finally came up out the ground and it is pretty. And I understand that it takes 173 days for ginger to come to harvest, 173 days. And this is my honeydew plants. And and this is the wire that I stapled up here to my fence. And then I have taken my string and trained it up the trellis, okay, so that my honeydew will grow along the trellis. And this is some cantaloupe, and we are doing the same thing there. It came out later than the honeydew, right? And when I was on, what was it, Monday or Tuesday, I showed you guys my zucchini plant. Look at there. Look how much it's grown just since Monday. Now, I do water my plants with rainwater. I harvest my rainwater, I save it, and I try to water as much as I can with my rainwater. So things are going pretty good. These are the only tomatoes that I have coming that are fruiting right now. So these are the two plants that I bought from the big box store. All the other tomatoes I grew from seeds here, and they haven't. Uh-oh, look at me. I have a bloom there. I have another bloom. Okay, I had not seen any blooms on these tomatoes, but I am seeing now tomato blooms. Okay, all right, all right. So all is well. All is well. I was getting worried because I had not seen any tomato blooms on my seed grown tomatoes, but there are um, tomato blooms. So I'm excited about that. So, and you guys can see that I have the marigold that I have planted down inside with the tomatoes to help deter pests and to also promote the pollinators. And in this one, I have not only a marigold, but I have also planted the basil inside of here as well. So the basil is also a companion plant to the tomatoes. So I put a bit of the um, basil from that first batch in there, and these marigolds are taken off. And this is sweet mint that I have had over here for years. And I did not turn that mic over there off, so I hope there's not too much echo. Okay. And here are the wildflowers that are just starting to bloom. Look at that pretty blue. Isn't that pretty? And that one is starting to open up. And this one. Now this is my husband's rose bush that I bought him for Mother's Day. He said he wanted a rose bush, so I was at the store Mother's Day weekend, and it was on sale for $7. I picked it up and brought it back to life. Okay. And here's another thing. This is my first time doing this. This is my first time growing radish. And I did harvest some radish about a month ago. But I'm letting this radish plant come to and these seed pods are going to form feed for more rats. So I will never have to buy any more. So that I would never have to buy any more radish. Okay, that phone went hot again in the sun. So iPhone needs to cool down before you can use it. So we will put this back over here in front of the fan to let it cool off. It did not enjoy the heat. I do apologize if there was echo because I forgot to turn this sound off before I went over there. Okay, guys. It is 2:22. That is my angel number. That is definitely one of my angel numbers. So that is a cue for and a sign that it is time for me to get off. It is now 2:23 on June 23rd. And the end of our 30-day challenge will be July 23rd. So again, those numbers are all coinciding to be of a good sign to me. And I do take good signs, good omens to heart. So I am going to take God's presence here on the screen as my time to end. The cell phone has given me 3 times that, hey, we're done. It's time for you to be done. So I greatly appreciate all of you joining me here, Keshia H, in my garden, and joining me on how I'm going to grow in my garden and how I'm going to grow on YouTube. And of course, I cannot do any of the YouTube stuff without you. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for listening and asking the questions and even showing me, teaching me that I know more than I thought I knew, that I can actually answer questions and be confident in the answers that I'm giving that would be of use and service to you as you grow in your gardens and as you grow in your YouTube channels, and answering the question from Miss Rebecca about StreamYard. So I am hoping, very much hoping that this has been good for everybody. I do appreciate you all. I don't expect everybody to come every day. I don't expect everybody to watch everything, but any little thing that you can do, I greatly appreciate it. And I think that if I have, at this moment in time, if I have 1,120, and I think I had 27 this morning when I looked at it. So I hope that of that 1,127 subscribers, that I can get 116 watch hours daily between now and the next 30 days to help me with my goals. So thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, the wonderful, wonderful rest of your weekend, and stay blessed, stay beautiful, be kind to yourselves, be kind to one another. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Love you. Bye.